shut them down.
Wait, say
And
that
they
again?
want so you know how like for employment at City Hall you can't have any felonies to work for the government?
Mm-hmm.
The council proposed adding a restriction on the business license requiring that the applicants not have any felonies. And if they have a felony on their record, they must go through the expungement process first before they're allowed to get a business license. And any current business owners that have felonies would get a stay so they could still operate, but they would have to go through the expungement process to get the license. And I agree with the concept, but there are many different issues and questions about that. And I think it would anger the public a lot
As
if we did that.
as much as I have my particular prejudices about particular people, I don't agree with that because it's now you can't get a government job. Now you can't be a business owner. What really is there left for you?
And it would shut down restaurants until they rectified it, and the businesses are non transferable to put it under a different owner to get it back up and running because in order per the SBA regulations, the business can't be transferred um, in a succession, or you can't write it in a will because I tried. Um, it has to go back to the SBA, and then it has to be released out through the process, which would be lengthy. So that business would essentially be unavailable to the public for like a few weeks, probably.
I would say a better alternative would be you cannot have like any active felonies. So if after you've gotten your business, if you've had old felonies that are like I would say month old felonies, you haven't done anything sick, you're trying to get on the straight and narrow, you don't necessarily need to go to expungement. That's your choice. But if you get a newly active felony, you're actively committing crime as a business owner. That's when you're putting your lease in jeopardy.
Not the least, the license.
Oh, well, then yeah, the license. That's when you're putting your business license in jeopardy.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying that to correct you. I'm actually saying that because there actually is an SBA lease with its own
Oh no,
terms
I know I
and
have
conditions.
one. I thought,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So
sorry. I
I
forgot.
confused stuff.
You
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
this better than I do. I got a copy of the lease, and that's what I was going off of, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
It doesn't because we know the terms and conditions. They don't want anyone actively committing crime through the business. So now these are the
Right,
terms we set. We don't want anyone actively committing crime. We're just like, oh, that's okay. You go out,
right.
you shoot cops, operate as you will. It's like
The
no.
thing is, the council has concerns with us handing out licenses right now because they want additional requirements, and I'm waiting for the mayor today to talk to him about it because I understand the goal,
Mhm.
but I'm concerned. There's several concerns I have about just saying straight up, you have felonies, you gotta wait until you go through the expungement process. Es- Especially if it's for a lease where it's a brick and mortar location where they got approval from the SBA. That's a property that the public can't enjoy.
Yeah.
Um,
Because how many times have people
so
gotten out of jail and they go to the halfway house, they do their programs. Yes, it is harder to get a job, but you're not completely stonewalled from getting a job unless you clean your record. That's not a thing in any state.
the
Well, unless
current,
it's like a government job.
yeah, the current licensing requirements that you see on that document, I was trying to keep it exactly in line with what the SBA requires. If they violate anything that's on the business license, they're practically in violation of the SBA lease. So like you really have to mess up.
Mm-hmm. And then if it's not too
But
much of a mistake for the SBA, well, it's enough for us. You committed a crime. You're out here robbing banks and then just going back to your business. So how do we know you're not using those illicit funds to operate your business? So for the SBA, they literally told us in the meeting, like, as long as you're not doing crime through the business. This is, we don't want you doing crime through the city, and you're a
Right.
business owner in our city.
I just have some concerns about the the idea. I think is different than in practice what we would actually see,
Yeah.
because you know, granted, we put this through and it angers people, and they're like, you know what, screw you, we're gonna operate anyways. We we could send the LSSD, but do we real the I'd rather not go down that path of of causing issues between the government and the people like that unnecessarily, when
Hmm.
we have a lot of other things that we need to set up and work on. Like, I don't think that it's something that we should exactly pursue. You,
Not to the severity that they want it. That's.
not to the severity that the council wants it, but the council wants. I suggested that we get another informal meeting going with the mayor, the council, and the AG, because the
Mhm.
AG has his own concerns. I'm sure he's told you, right? Or
About
no?
particular business owners? No.
No, about the business license and alcohol permits.
Um, no, I don't think he's seen him. Has he?
No, he's seen him. I've talked to him. I've had a meeting with him.
Oh, no, I haven't been caught up to speed then.
So he believes that the mayor's office, that those licenses are statewide, and he believes that the mayor's office is, it blurs the lines of the mayor's office jurisdictional duties. And I tried to explain to him this is dictated from the governor's office to be under the purview of the mayor's office, but he has his own concerns. So the council has their own concerns about the licenses. The AG has concerns about the licenses. You know, the mayor's office is just trying to get the licenses out there so people can legally operate, because they've been getting told they're operating illegally. Like, we need something out there
Yeah.
to fix this.
And the mayor gave
But
1 week, so I would give like another. Like a lot of stuff needs to get ironed out.
exactly, like, we don't have a lot of time to work this out. That's why I need to talk to him today. It's a mess. It's a mess. I thought we had it. I thought I had a solid license. I thought we had it worked out, or that we were going to be able to roll it out smoothly. And now we have these roadblocks to navigate.
Because I think it being a direct request from the governor's office to be statewide, like specifically that thing, the governor, their control is statewide. So I think we're covered in that sense. We just
We
need to find
are
the right wording.
the AG just has a problem with that.
Yeah.
Which, if he has a problem, I guess he can go through the proper legal channels to try to stop it. But I don't think he can,
No, I don't
because
think
it
it's like
is
always
legally in
stop.
our purview to do.
I don't think it's always just like he wants to like set up roadblocks, stop, or contest the things. But having his input on it,
No,
it
no.
wouldn't hurt. Like, see what it
No,
is.
no,
Maybe
no.
we can
He's
change
not
the
trying to
literature to make
stop it or
sense.
anything. He just has concerns. That's all. He
Yeah.
wants to figure it out.
Okay. Because he is working for the state, so maybe he can find the right literature so that way this doesn't come up in court. Like, this is unethical. Or
Well,
you
he
can't do
also
this.
wants the AG wants some of the verbiage changed, which I agreed with in the licensing. But he also wants a section for people to be able to appeal revocation, which, again, the current requirements, like, if you get your license revoked, you like messed up pretty hard. But he wants there to be an appeals process. And again, my concern is we're building all these processes. I'm trying, like, yes, we need a clerk, and yes, we're gonna need to keep records. But if we have to keep records and tabs on everything, and like, that's a full-time job for just one person to do alone. I don't want there to be this overbearing amount of micromanagement over records when we're trying to get things going. You know what I mean? Like we're
Mhm.
putting stuff under a super duper microscope at that point.
No, I think we just
Which
need a great documents folder, like a nice big cabinet that encases all of the records that we collect. Having it go through like 6 different people just so we all have the same records, that's ridiculous. And the business owners, they do it, so it makes no sense why City Hall cannot do it.
it's not that we can't do it, it's the federal government looks down upon it. They prefer us to use pen and paper in 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 Los Santos,
Okay,
but I don't see a way around this.
so if we do use the pen and paper, can we take the application, photocopy it, and then store it in the Great Document? Because I think that is a good solution. So wait,
That's
everyone has
what I was
yeah,
saying is like obviously the applicant needs to access the cabinet anyways.
yeah.
They would write inside the cabinet on the application everything that they need. They would then take the file to a copier, copy it, hand it to us, and then we would write the contract and give it to them because they don't need to give that to anybody. They only need to show that license to prove that they have a business license. That was how it was supposed to work. That was my original intention.
Oh no, see, that's where we differ. So I like your idea of giving it to the lady up front so they can grab the document from there, and then we'll find it in the cabinet the same way the SBA they get a hold of our applications. I didn't ask for that recruitment guy at my place. I'm not sure how that all works too well. But wherever we get that document, whoever's in charge of collecting it, they photocopy it, and then they put it in the
Oh,
Great Documents folder. So that way we all can get to that folder and see
I
who
mean
has
that
an
would work
application and
too.
who doesn't. Yes. So then
Yeah,
the
that would work
SBA,
too.
yep, the government gets what they want, and we get the easy, accessible archives that we want.
The problem is, like contacting the Office of Personnel Management and getting someone hired to do that out front,
Oh,
or or the lady out there getting tasked with doing that as well as jury duty.
well, if that's beyond her purview, the same way they have the recruitment guy at businesses, can't we just have a guy that hands out the applications here? He could literally go where the job center guy was.
The other thing is too, if that guy's handing out job applications
Business licenses.
and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
business licenses, and let's say the council or the mayor's office wants to change terms, how are we going to change it?
That would require another
Yeah, we need to reach
major.
out to the federal
Yeah.
government again. That's kind of why I want to steer away from that, because then it starts making things harder to do on the fly. And you know as well as I do that this office is very fluid in
Yeah.
its processes. There's nothing like square about anything that we do here. So I just don't think it's gonna work like we think it would. I think it's a great option, but I just
Could we inquire? Like, is there a way for us to manage the application process so it's open or it's shut down? Or if we need to make changes to the document, that's when we hang a public flyer. So any application that, let's say March 5th, any application that comes in as of March 5th will be null and void because right now the application process is closed. And then we hang a flyer, the application process is reopened. So anyone who sends it after March 5th, we said it was closed, so we're not taking it, the document's being updated. You can send in your application once we announce they're reopened. So we
but
just
the
throw
thing
it in
is
any
like
application that comes in after March 5th.
again that just it would work, but it just if the council passes something during the council meeting to change a requirement, like we should be able to apply that effect
Well, no, because you
as
have to change the
humanly
literature. Yeah.
right as humanly quick. But when we do things as quick as we can, then we have to wait for you know then we got to close the applications, then we got to wait for the federal government when they can be doing other things.
I guess the easier
I'm not
option is
saying they
just seeing we
can't
can
do
tell
it
the
as I
guy.
don't I I'm trying not to bog the federal government down with stuff that I think that we as the executive branch can handle. That's what I'm trying to say. Is I think we can handle a lot of it. It's just we we should have the latitude to be able to do that.
I would say we just need to see how much we can manage the guy. If we can give him a new clipboard, these are the new applications, you're handing these out now. If we can tell him, okay, you're open to accepting applications, and no, we're not accepting applications today, as long as we can tell him what his duties are, I think that would be a much smoother process. So we just need to
I think that would be
talk to
great
them.
if we
Yeah.
can tell the guy, hey, hand out this application, and we could do it on the fly. That would be great. Let me check my notebook here.
This break's good. I get time to like cram down on my snacks. Huh. See, it's all contingent upon that guy and how much control we have. I'm hoping that we can tell him what he can and can't do. Like, if we need to update the document, it's just a quick switch 1, 2, 3. But who knows?
We'll figure it out.
Mhm.
We will figure it out.
Okay, so I can propose that idea. I can ask the SBA tonight, so that way we'll get a quicker turnaround. And by the time we talk to the mayor about what the council wants to do and arrange that meeting with the AG, at least we know if this is possible or not. Not let's do this step and then that step. Okay, now we can finally ask them. And if it's a no, okay, now we have to go back to square one.
I've read out a note to the to inquire
Oh, okay.
on my notepad again.
Okay, so you're gonna mail it through your direct government mailbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any other issues, I guess?
Mm-mm. Oh,
Not
well,
that I
so
think
just
of at the
hold the
moment.
license. Don't give it out to Jerry yet.
I would say not until the council is consulted because they want the felony thing added and I think one other thing they were talking about. I can't remember. I wish you were there because you would have remembered. We talked about a lot.
Okay, well, typically council meetings are like closed doors, but if you guys want me there to like take notes and stuff, I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an official meeting. It was just kind of bringing Daynab up to speed since I hadn't seen him in the past day or so, and we just happened to just start talking about things.
Because I feel so strongly that a lot of business owners, especially considering what their crime was, you shouldn't be a business owner. But I don't think everyone should just be stonewalled right out the gate. Like, you've committed this one
I don't
crime, and
either.
it's just defining you for the rest of your life. Like, what if it's
I
contempt of court?
Like, I don't have a problem with people being a felon and starting a business. Because if that's what gets them on the straight and narrow, giving people opportunities to get out of that life, that's how people turn their lives around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say, somebody's a felon and they don't have a brick and mortar. They want to sell lemonade at a lemonade stand down at the beach. Do I really care that this guy has a felony if I'm buying lemonade and enjoying it on the beach? I don't give a fuck. You know?
So long as
Why
he's not
wouldn't he
putting
be able to?
anything nefarious in it,
Well, yeah,
it's
of
just
course,
lemonade,
but
then yeah, it's
I mean, I'm not a felon, and I have the ability, the capability to put something nefarious in a lemonade, but I won't. You know what I mean? Like, inherently, just somebody having a felony to me doesn't shouldn't automatically exclude them from owning a business, in
yeah.
my opinion.
No, I agree.
I mean, I think the compromise could be like,
The
you
type of
know,
felony, really.
type of,
And
I
if
don't
they're
even
still
know.
actively committing crime. Well, if you're convicted
That's
of felony murder, no. You need it. I feel that should require an expungement.
murder and above, I would say, would be something I would consider.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like murder, second degree, first degree murder, terrorism,
Yeah.
especially.
So I would look at
Um,
degree and frequency. That's what would stop you getting from
degree
getting a
and
license.
yeah,
But just
yeah.
having the felony, no.
I really think that the council and everyone need to get together to hash that out because there's a lot of different sides to this, and I think a lot of people are gonna have differing opinions about this.
Okay. Well, if you want me there, I'm free. You know, I'm never afraid to voice my opinion.
Oh, that's good. The more people, the better, in my opinion, because we don't get anything done unless we all talk it out. That's why I want to get another impromptu meeting going, because we got to work this out. Because it was supposed to roll out on Saturday, and now
It's delayed.
it's Tuesday, and now we're still trying to figure it out.
So what do we tell
And
Mike? He filled his out.
Sparks,
Yeah.
Marino and I issued him the first business license last night.
So he's really lucky. Okay.
Yes. This was before the council voiced their issues. So yes, he's the only one operating with a business license right now. And plus, it's Hayes. It can't not operate.
Yeah.
That would cripple the city. Like majorly. There will be riots in the street if Hayes cannot operate.
No, but even without it, he should be fine. Because if
Yeah.
this thing with the council and the AG and talking with the mayor, if it's gonna like freeze the licensing, everyone should be allowed to operate in this hiatus until the new deadline comes out. All right, so we've
The
ironed
thing is,
everything out.
we don't have to halt it. Like, this is under the preview of the mayor's office.
Mm-hmm.
We can press forward with this. I can make the changes that were recommended by the AG. I can press forward with what we have. I am just trying to get the council on the same page. So
Okay.
there may need to come a time where we just make an executive decision, regardless, to get things moving.
Just release them and amend it, that kind of thing.
That was the whole point. It wasn't supposed to be perfect out the get-go. I was expecting there to be amendments or issues where they would pass new requirements at city council, and it can be changed as we go along.
Okay.
This was just supposed to be a baseline, covers everything it needs to actually cover, and then go from there. But again, even if the council passed something at city council, again, this is under the purview of the mayor's office, so I guess the question comes up is, would we be required at that point? Because to me, it would seem like the appointment thing where it would be at the discretion of the mayor's office.
But the council can still challenge it.
Yeah. They can still challenge it.
Okay.
I'd
I
rather
hope
just
Mayor
get
Marino
everybody on
comes
the
in
same
today.
page.
Well, I haven't seen
Yeah.
Dan. Have you seen Dan?
I heard he was around earlier. I was waiting for him, but I couldn't send him a letter because I was here, and I didn't see him after storm, so probably not. He's probably gone home for the day.
So at best, we wouldn't be able to do this till tomorrow. Okay.
I can't get most of the things I need to get done until tomorrow, until I talk to the AG and the mayor. As far as business licenses and the equipment that I was trying to procure, I can get some other things done though.
Yeah, I was thinking about going around to the business owners and seeing if I can convince them to get involved with the career fair because we have not gotten enough responses and we need more. Because I need to
I
have
would
the
say I
poster
would
up.
be willing to go with you, but I'm not sure if that'd be a good idea.
No, it's fine. Considering the climate, it's totally fine.
Even though I really want, that was the one thing I was really excited for when I became deputy mayor, is I wanted to get out there, be the kind of deputy mayor that was out on the streets, hanging out in Vespucci, at the businesses, and now look at me, I'm just cooped up in City Hall.
Hi, with any luck, you'll get to see them all on Saturday.
You know what I mean, Kelly.
I know.
I don't like it.
I
And
know. You
I
guys
don't
stir crazy in here.
I might just take Alec and we might just go out. Something's better than nothing. But I'm not going to be constrained in here forever. Oh. Wait, do you have keys to the cars? You should be able to grab a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Feel free to take a car.
Oh, I was gonna take my buggy. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god,
Yeah,
having a garage is gonna be so great.
Yeah. I kind of want to go drive them.
I've never driven that car, so this will be fun.
A lot of people don't like the Greenwood, but I like it. Alec,
Yes, sir.
let's go for a drive.
Alrighty. Oh, just to let you know,
Wrong keys. Lifeguard program. Ah, look at Amber!
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Brooks. We got the government fleet. Yay, no yay? Baja Midnight. Taco Bell. I like the color. Let's see. I should hang the flyer to remind people about elections. I don't want to give it a try. I mean, like, take them for a spin, so let's see what it's all about.
I'm DJing on Friday.
What the? Is it over here? It was like here. What happened? Are you not taking requests, sir? Sir! Our fleet! Okay, well, strike that notice because can't seem to get into the government garage.
You're looking good.
Do you have to walk all the way down now? Or? I don't understand. Nope, not getting any prompt. Okay. It was just working. Guessing the storm probably knocked it out. A little wonky, finicky, whatever you want to call it. It's fine. Still got Carly.
I don't give a fuck. You keyed my car. Every time you get your fucking period, we fight.
This man hinting at PMS? That's so rude. Why PMS? It doesn't make people fight. Oh, well, not mine. Hers, maybe. Oh. Why would you put that texture in that car? Might be fine, because some people, they don't like to have sex on their period, you know? It just be like that. Oh, is he coming back this way? Please don't. Be anywhere else.